But like Louis Zapparini was at that Olympics as well.
Yeah, yeah. And but when the problem was he's very young.
Yeah, no, he
Hope
said
to
he was
go to
like,
the next
oh,
Olympics.
he said he gained like 10 pounds on
On
the boat over,
it was like,
and his coach was like, "What the hell happened to you?" And he was like, "I don't care," because
yeah.
he was just enjoying
You
life
read the
so
book
much.
too, right?
Yeah, I loved
So
it,
you know what else he did?
and I made Charles go see the movie with me, and I was like, Charles was like, "It's okay." I'm like, "This was terrible. The book was so
Oh,
good. There's
terrific.
things you couldn't translate. Like what I loved was." I mentioned it to Stephen whenever we swim at the Cactus Park pool. But when he would go, they moved, as you know, to California because of his health issues. And here they are, like living in Southern California, sunny, beautiful community pool. And he said his favorite thing was to jump off the high board and go like to and try to touch the bottom of that 15, 20, whatever it was. It was quite deep. And so when his plane was knocked out of the sky by the Japanese,
Right.
and they were sinking fast, the plane with all the crew.
Whose plane was dropped in the sand?
Louis Zapparini. He was the what was that thing called? The Norfolk. He was the guy who,
Navigator.
not the navigator, but he was the one who would drop the bombs using that very precise tool.
Well, actually, when they had that accident, or they weren't bombing anything. They were out, if I remember correctly, they were out on a rescue mission looking for a plane that hadn't returned.
Yeah, but the point was that what I thought was I love that part in the book, which you can't really translate, but when the plane, when it hits the water, it sinks fast.
Really?
And other people were probably knocked unconscious because just the act of a plane hitting, dropping like that. But he was aware, but he needed to get his way out of the plane. And it's like the water pressure. But he knew that because you didn't know, you can't tell, like you have no window. He can't tell how fast you're sinking. Like at one point, he says, I was feeling like there's no use. I could be 100 feet down. I'll never be able to get to the surface. But he knew because of all those days that he would spend, the pressure, he's like, I know I'm about 15 feet. I know I can make 15 feet. And that, I thought, I get chills even now when I think about it. It was like, oh my gosh, it was like, I get chills. Like, that's like one of my favorite parts in the book, because I can imagine the plane is sinking. You don't know how fast, but he was like, that pressure, I knew that was.
It's even hard to know what's up and down if you're upside down. But the other thing that was really amazing, that out of the crew, and I don't remember how many, 3 survived initially. And up until that point, they were the longest adrift survivors.
Inflatable.
Isn't that amazing?
Well, in an inflatable.
I know it's only a movie, but did you see the Wonder Woman movie?
No.
Not the.
Oh, I never seen it.
I didn't see the second one. What was the actress that did it? She says, really?
I don't know.
Gal Gadot.
Gal Gadot. Yeah, Gal Gadot. She was played Wonder Woman, and the first one was wonderful movie. It took place in World War One, not World War Two. It was the Great War. Yeah. So yeah. Have you seen that movie? You ever seen it? It's a great movie. I have it on Amazon. I bought it. You can watch it. It's a great movie.
Nothing is as good as this. I mean, I'd rather sit down and read.
No, it's a great movie. It's a super great movie. It's a wonderful movie.
The book is a super great book.
This is.
Plus,
it's never been a book. The Wonder Woman movie has never been a book. It's only been a script. So anyway, this is what happens. The Chris Pine, Chris Pine.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, Chris Pine. He's a spy, and he's trying to find the secret. He's working a secret. So he's working on a secret mission there's this woman who just designs chemical weapons.
Excuse me. Something happened with our
Yeah.
I've never waited
Did
this.
they give you one of those numbers?
Yeah.
No, this is one of the.
People.
This is what it gave me?
No, but these ladies ordered before you.
Oh, did they?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, Chris Pine, he's trying to figure out this woman was creating biological weapons. So he steals her book and he runs with the book and he goes into a plane, a World War One plane, and he flies away, and they chase him. And while he's being chased, he drops bombs on the facility, and he's still being chased by the Germans. And he flies towards Themyscira. Themyscira is this island that's protected by magic, so he can't be
Gosh, well,
found.
this is like the actual detail. I mean, we'll watch the movie at this point.
Well, no, but no.
I mean, get to the.
Okay, the point is that he crash lands in the water, like Laura says, and he's sinking.
What?
But Gal Gadot, she jumps in the water and she undid buckles and she saves him from drowning. So that's the part I was trying to say. Laura said,
A fantasy fiction is not nearly as enticing for me than a true story.
"Well, I just tried to show the story of Laura
Interesting.
was sinking in the water.
That's right.
He was sinking
Excuse
in the
me.
water."
Getting back to a true story, when he was a very young and impetuous, and
Movie Zapparini.
yes, and he went up a flagpole and he took down a Nazi flag. Normally, if God knows what would have happened to him, but he had already been in the Olympics and participated. So Hitler supposedly said, "Well, don't worry about it." But I meant he was very lucky that he did that. But the other thing that I thought was pretty sad is, he was famous enough that when he was in that Japanese prisoner of war, he got worse treatment because of who he was. So, did you see the movie?
What movie?
Unbreakable.
Unbroken.
I did see Unbroken.
The book is 100 times better, but
I can't.
I thought it was very interesting. He was still, what I also found was interesting. Well, his older brother, is the one, because he's kind of a juvenile delinquent, and his brother got him interested in sports. I think his brother was at UCLA, or University of Southern California, one of those two, and he got him into sports, and which was good. But I read later in his life that he survived everybody, and you know what I thought was interesting? He went through torturous treatment as a prisoner of war, but he survived past his brother. He survived after his siblings, and his wife, who, by the way, was kind of a affluent background person.